Hello! Happy Wednesday. My name is Gina DeFord. I'm the founder of Babe Crafted. I'm going to be going live today for Lunch and Learn with Bree Sweezy of Authentic Edge Design. We're going to be talking about how to boost your business with VIP days. So bring your questions, bring your good vibes, and first of all, go ahead and share an intro in the comments. We want to learn a little bit more about you, about your business. In a perfect world, we want to customize this conversation to fit your needs. So help us do that today. So we're going to just give Bree a moment to request to join, and we're going to get this Lunch and Learn party started. Very excited about the conversation we're having today. So raise your hand in the comments. Have you heard of VIP days? Have you considered doing VIP days for your business? Have you ever hired someone else for a VIP day? Tell us about your experience with them and we'll just keep the conversation going. Okay, so Bree Sweezy is your marketing wingwoman. She is a marketing and branding designer based in the Tampa area. She's a boy mom. She and her family also, I think, somewhat recently adopted a dog. So she is a really wonderful gal. I'm just chatting here until she joins us. But if anyone has any questions about VIP days, don't be shy about popping them in there, and I will save them and hold on to them and make sure that they get in front of Bree. All right, so how is everyone's week going? I hope it's going really well. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're taking care of yourself, standing up and stretching every couple of hours from your desk, drinking lots of water. Okay, so we are going to invite Bree to join. Okay, so should just be any moment. Hello, there you are.
Good afternoon.
Hello. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Tell us a bit about yourself and about your business.
Yeah, hi, I'm Bree Sweezy. I'm the founder of Authentic Edge Design and Company, and I founded that about 7 years ago. I have been a graphic designer for a very long time, and I now offer branding, strategy, and design services for female entrepreneurs in the health and wellness arena, as well as VIP niche days. I am a mother of 2 boys, a Pisces, Enneagram 9, HD generator, 1-4 for all my HD gurus, and cat lover of beach, bucha, not buka, and all things water.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to learn a little bit about you as a business owner and you as a person. So thank you so much for sharing. So for anyone that is new to VIP days, can you talk a little bit about what they are and who they can be for?
Yes. I was introduced a little bit ago. I was, burning out and in my business as far as like the services that I was offering. Just the way that I was offering and operating in them. And I was on a coaching call and I heard VIP and I was kind of like, well, what does that mean? What is that? What does that look like? I hadn't even heard of that business model. And, they spoke about it and these women were on there and they were saying, I work a few days a month and make my income goals. And the rest of the time I have to like recharge and a real like work-life balance. And I was like, wait, what? Like, this is a thing. I got really excited about working in that capacity, as I've been discovering myself more, what's authentic to me and what's aligned. I knew that as a generator, like I generate my own energy, sure, but there needs to be boundaries and time to, refresh and replenish and show up for my clients. So when I heard about this model, I was like, this sounds amazing. And the time that I get to spend with my clients, I am one that I always want like more with my clients. Like I don't like the small projects and then we like run away and then, the small projects and I leave you. And I really thought about that from a client aspect. Like that would be a great way for me to service them is to spend that day together, do that intense work and time, spent just making big moves.
Thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about that. Like both for what influenced you to get started with VIP days. I mean, I'm sure that everyone on this call has experienced burnout in the past. And it's such a heavy thing. It's a really difficult thing to kind of, a difficult hole to climb out of once we find ourselves there. And for you, Bree, so can you tell us a little bit more about what inspired you to start VIP Days in your business and what that looks like? And then I know we're going to get into talking about how that can help other business owners, include this game-changing offer in what they do as well.
Yeah, sure. So for me, when I incorporated it, I kept having, branding is one of my bigger services, branding strategy. And I kept having this need show up to where they were coming to me, but they didn't quite know, who they were. They didn't know, they kind of took their profession and just kind of morphed it into like their business. And I wasn't finding like the true authentic self in them that I could bring out in their business. So there was a lot of like back and forth, trying to like pull it out of them. The question, you can only get so far with the questionnaires. We have all these pre-work questionnaires. And so as I discovered for myself, all these different modalities to help me discover by my personality, by my human design, by astrology. So that really helped me. And I was like, I wanted to bring that to them. And I had like a little workshop out there that I had done, and it was just very small, like piecemeal. And then when I heard about VIP Day, I was like, this is like a game changer. This makes total sense on how to do all this work ahead of time before we get to branding. So it's really a more like succinct and evolved brand when you bring all that in. So for me, it was like it's an onboarding day almost, if you will. It could be a standalone, but it's for rebranding and branding. And then for other areas, it just kind of trickled through for my space, for my creative brain space. Like I am one, like multiple clients, I always am thinking about how I can, come up with a solution, and how I can, this creative idea and this creative idea. And when I had so many different clients and different projects, and then you have like that looming pressure of like, oh, I've got to get it done, and I've got this one, I just felt really spent. And now, we have this set day that we sit down and I'm recharged. I have time to do recharging for myself, because you have that space to give yourself the permission to do your self-care. Otherwise, I think we're always trying to like fit it in like 10 minutes of the work day. And that just wasn't working and aligning with me. So when they come work with me, I have my VIP day beforehand, and then it moves into my service.
That is awesome. And it sounds like, it's been something that's a really good fit for your business and for you personally. I'm so happy for you. Is there anyone tuning in now? Yeah, of course, girl. Is there anyone tuning in now that feels like they're in that space right now where they're like, okay, something's got to give, like I'm spread too thin, I'm serving too many clients at the same time? Please don't be shy about raising your hand. This is a safe space to ask questions and say like, yes, that's me right now. We're definitely going to help get you to the next phase. So Bree, what are some examples of how VIP Days could be an effective way to serve clients? What does that really look like, boots on the ground?
Yeah, there's a couple of different ways. There's no like one set way to do a VIP day. And, like I said before, mine are specifically for onboarding. You can develop, all different kinds. But it's effective because I'm able to offer my services to more people. Before, if we were on a call and we were getting ready to brand and I felt like they weren't quite there yet, I would have to turn them away or say, maybe, go on your own time to figure this out and then circle back to me. And I think when we're left to our own devices and, self-reflection time and things to figure out for ourselves, we either A, don't take it, or B, we spend like 6 months doing it. So, time is money, and we all are very limited, especially if you're a solopreneur, and especially if you're helping another solopreneur. So the fact that you can do all this work in one day and then move on to growing your business in another way the next day and be done is a game changer. So for me, like, that ability to take on more clients that I wasn't able to take on in the past and kind of bring them up to the level that I needed for branding was a game changer. And it could be for other people as well. And then also, you know, the time is money. Like every hour that we're not, you know, in our business, we're not moving forward. We can't move on to the other things. There's kind of like a bottleneck. Like when we're stuck, for my specific day, if you're stuck in your own head, I mean, you're just not going to move forward and be able to go on to like marketing and messaging. And, you know, you're not going to be able to bring in the clients until you solve this issue. So just the fact that I can help more and then help them grow quicker. You know, I think we're in this like fast culture of like, we want it, we need instant gratification, we're paying for groceries for it to come to the house. Like, we'll pay for it because we value our time so much. So that's one of the effective ways. And then the other aspect I would say is that the brain, it can replace retainers. So like that retainer work that we do is usually like a lower level, not always, but it could be like a lower level. And I feel like just the energy of like knowing month to month, like you have that work and it kind of just gets repetitive and, you know, maybe you're not feeling it anymore. If you were to batch that all into one day versus retainer. So you've got all this work, you do this work for them, and then they're able to use all this at one time. So those are a couple different ways that it's effective.
Right on. And so we have such a wide variety of industries represented for ladies who are tuning in on this, on our Lunch and Learn today. So we have Waika, who's a bookkeeper. We have Nikita, who is a coach. We have Nicole, who's an interior designer. Sophia, who's a personal stylist. We just like such a wide range. Kathleen, who is a virtual assistant. And then I'll call out one more gal, Mia, who does branding and web design. So some of these ladies may already offer VIP days. Feel free to let us know in the comments if you already do. But so for some of these ladies like bookkeeping, interior design, personal styling, are these some of the industries that you think could really benefit from having a VIP day? Like why or why not?
Yeah, when I worked with a coaching program and I saw so many different varieties of industries that this could work for. Obviously, like a lot of the systems work really well, like system setup. So, you know, I'll do your Dubsado in a day, or I'll do your ClickUp in a day, or, you know, that's pretty prevalent. But then getting even, you know, more creative with social media, I know that there's somebody out there that does batch content for your videos. So they like meet with you live and you go through and you get all your social media in one day. I could definitely see it for styling. I think I've even purchased one myself. I don't know if it's officially called a VIP day, but I felt like VIP and we did it in a day. And it's different avenues of your business. Like I don't personally right now could do branding in the day. It doesn't fit for me. There are many people who it does. So it just depends on you and your energy. But for me, I need like more creative time in a different way. And a lot of the models, you can actually do the work in the back scenes and then just show up and meet with the client for a day. So don't think like you're going from point A to point B in one day for every service. There's a lot of like pre-work or, you know, pre-meetings that happen before the day. And then on the day, you either deliver or go over. So there's a lot of opportunity for all different services, I feel like. And if you're stuck, please reach out, message me. I'm happy to chat more.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you mentioned that, Bree, because there is the word day in the title of VIP day, but that doesn't mean that, you know, everything happens just in that one, you know, 8-hour period. You know, I mean, there's a lot of, there's homework beforehand to make sure that who you're working with has everything they need to deliver on what's included in the package. And then of course there are some tweaks that may need to be made afterwards or some follow-up work afterwards, but it's a much more accelerated process, hence the word day.
Yeah. And that's a good point. I'm glad you said that because a lot of the day, like, don't think like you have to have like an 8-hour day to make the impact that you need. I mean, a lot of them are could be 3 hours or, 6 hours. It's all custom to like what makes sense for you and what makes sense for your clients. I prefer in person, but while I will offer online. So that's another avenue of, how that day could look.
Absolutely. And so let's highlight how this has affected your business a little bit more. So what has changed in your business since offering VIP days?
So one of the things that came up in my Authentics like self-discovery was coaching. You know, I hadn't really done coaching before, and it's been a service that I've wanted to offer, and I've probably offered it like back, like not even knowing to my clients, but I really wanted to use that more. I felt like I was really being called to coaching. So this day really lets me sit down and be with the client and coach them more before we move on to branding and just bringing some clarity around their life and things and tools that can help them. So that is definitely something that has changed and something that I really am enjoying. And it shows up in my work. Like when you're feeling like burnout on certain aspects of your business, maybe there's something that is not aligned and a talent that you could be using in this specific day, whatever that is, and whatever that looks like for you. The other thing is a more focused business schedule. So I know, you know, I have these goals, I have these days, these are my work days. Then it allows me, okay, I have this time to like, you know, go on a field trip, take my grandma out, do my yoga and my meditation and my self-care. It's given me more of a schedule, even though it frees up more of your time, it's given me more of a schedule. So that's really been something that's changed. And then just not feeling that like hustle and grind of these like looming projects and like trying to balance my creative mind between multiple clients and multiple projects. It's like, okay, I can sit and focus on this day and now we get to move on and I've helped them and now I get to help somebody else. So I would say that those are some of the bigger ways that it's changed my business.
Well, they all sound really great. I mean, those are all really nice, positive changes, like having more space to do the things that you love and that fill you up and spending time with people that you care about, like your grandmother, and better serving, you know, fewer clients on a deeper level rather than many, I'm sure has been really helpful in getting you out of that like hustle burnout space.
Yeah,
that's phenomenal. So, okay, so for anyone who is tuning in now or who will watch the replay and are going to dive through everything you're sharing, what are some things that we could ask them to do or think about if they're interested in creating a VIP day? Like if they're sitting down at their desk and they're like, okay, this is something I'm interested in. How do they even get started? How do they really know if it's the right fit for them?
Yeah, I would say that, you know, first you have to start, it's like the idea, like what should I offer? What should, and get the should like out of there. Like everyone keeps telling, like quit shoulding all over yourself yes. Because, you know, that's not how you want to lead this day. I would definitely say it's like something that you need to be like passionate about. Like for me, I had that workshop out there. I was thinking about how to transform it. I really wanted to help people align and grow in themselves before they started, you know, growing in the business. So you really need to start with like, what do you feel in your business? Or it doesn't, it's probably not in your business right now. It may not be, or it may be a small part of it, but just brainstorm on what are you really loving? I also have a download too I can connect you with. I think it's on somewhere else, but it helps you really refine. It takes inventory daily on like jotting down what you love. So jot down in like your day-to-day, even in your business, you know, what you love, what you loathe, where you're spending money, and like looking at these like few key areas, you'll start to like piece it together. Like, oh, well, I've spent money on this aspect and I helped this person do this today and I really love that. Like, how can you bring that into a bigger picture for your day? And then you kind of need to flush it out, the rest of like who you're going to be serving. Obviously, it's almost like a brand. You know, you look at your target market, you look at who you would be helping, and then just making sure that that service is needed. So if you see a gap in your business somewhere that needs to be filled or in another, you know, process, that's a good like little spot to like, okay, we could have a whole VIP day on this, because that's going to get them to the next step. So also figuring out where it fits in your business. I don't know. I would say like, I wouldn't go too crazy on like something that's totally off kilter from your business or your brand. It needs to kind of flow cohesively into what you're doing, unless you're going to totally change what you're doing now.
Gotcha. So it sounds like, we want to align two things. One, what we love in our businesses, and two, the problem that we're solving for our clients, and we're doing it in an accelerated way, a very intentional way, to help that client, instead of it taking 3 months or 6 months, it's something that they can really hit the ground running. That is a really exciting thing. So are there any, I'm so sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
Okay. You're good. So here's, what I want to ask you about is, what are some like tips that you've picked up along the way from like things that you've learned from other folks that have launched successful VIP days, from launching your VIP day? What other little tips can you share for other business owners for them to keep in mind?
Yeah. I do have a link in my bio right now. There's a conference going on, and it's all about VIP days. So anything, it's very low cost, and there's like $10 off with my link. So definitely jump on that. Those ladies have been doing it for a long time. They know what they're doing. There's a lot of giveaways and, knowledge to be had just even at that conference. But setting up your framework for the day and pre-work is probably the biggest things that you need to think about for your day. So really getting organized. I know, like, as a creative, like, I needed somebody to sit down with the systems and like, okay, like how in the back end is this going to run, and automate and flow for the day? How is the daily agenda going to look, and what are they going to get out of it? And even, that all leads into your marketing for it too, as well. But really getting clear on who you're serving and how that day is going to be broken out, and running it through in your head, because you do have to build out, if you're not used to like doing something in a day capacity, it is very, I'm white. Like, it takes a lot of energy that I pour into it and that they're giving me as well. So setting up like breaks and how that will flow for you and for them. And especially like if it is online, Zoom fatigue is a real thing. So, building in like how you would have breaks that way, or if it's just you do the work on the back end and then they show up. Trying to think what else of the tips that I've learned. Pre-work is a lot. Like, really, that's key in the day. That getting everything that you need from them to make sure it's going to be successful in a timely manner, like beforehand, because you've got to like cancel the day if it's not, prepared, because it's like the pressure's on, like, I've got to get this done in a day, but you need to make sure that you're prepared for that with everything that you bring up front. Like, I have 4 or 5 personality quizzes that they do for my day. And then I have a whole another questionnaire with like goals and what they're expecting from the day. So setting the intention as well, like what are they looking to get from the day to make sure it's matching for what you're delivering.
That is such a great tip, to make sure that, okay, here's what you're looking for, here's what I can offer, and making sure that you're aligned, because it would be such a shame to go through the whole process and then find out, oh, you know what, you're looking for this, and that's not what this program is. So quick question. Kathleen is asking in the comments for the Done in a Day conference. It's on September 5 and 6. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. So you can learn more about it at the link in bio on Bree's profile. Her handle is Authentic Edge Design. So Bree, as you were sharing like the pre-work, I was thinking in my head like a birthday party. Like, you can't just show up for the birthday party and think, well, we're just going to figure it all out. Like, no, ahead of time, you have to figure out the catering, the decor, make sure you send out the RSVPs to people who are coming, like do as much work ahead of time so that when it comes time for the birthday party, you're ready to, have some fun.
Yes.
It sounds like there's some alignment or similarity there with the VIP day.
Definitely. Yeah, I would definitely say that. And if you're crazy, like creative like me, and you need those organizational boundaries, I would say enroll in a program or find somebody that can help you with that, because, we can come up with the ideas all day long, but if you can't, align them and execute them and make it an organized process, then it might not be as successful as what you'd hoped.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you're the guide, to bring your clients through this process, but you're not a magician. So it's really important to make sure that everybody, handles what they're supposed to be handling and is just like in it to win it.
For sure.
Right on. So where can we learn more about you and how can we work with you?
Yes, you can go to, I have links in my bio for my VIP day if you want to learn more about the VIP day. I have a whole page there and adding things on a daily basis of goodies. So there is a button on there that's to apply. So if you hit that, it will go to apply. Just give me some background knowledge before what you're looking for in the day. And then we jump on a call and see if it makes a good fit. I also offer branding services that also is on my website, linked to the same on the top of the menu. You can see that as well for female health and wellness. And you can always DM. I'm a people person, so I'm always there to chat and network, and you can find me live at Babe Crafted.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful energy and expertise today. Thank you for sharing some tips on how fellow business owners can create VIP days to best serve their business and clients.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
All right, girl. Everyone follow Authentic Edge Design. Check out the Done in a Day conference and enjoy your week. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Bree.
Oh, wait. There's a nugget. I forgot.
Sure.
I don't even know if it's live on your end, but I will honor, I'm doing $200 off the VIP day for Babe Crafted members. It's going to be in member perks, if not now, but soon.
That is so nice. Thank you so much. You're so generous. Appreciate you, girl.
Yes, no problem.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. Have a great day.
You too, girl.
Bye.